Brian here. So I had this video a couple of months ago and I was just showing you how to preheat the cabin on an electric car like a Kona or an Ioniq. But actually the weather was pretty warm back then, but we've now moved into a time of year where the weather is really cold. So I'm just going to show you real quick how you can preheat and defrost your electric car, if it's a Honda Kona or an Ioniq, using the BlueLink app. The other video that I did was actually where you would program it from the car, but this video is more about how you would do it from the BlueLink app. The first thing to do would be actually just set up BlueLink. So if you're unaware even of how to set up BlueLink, then this video here, that'll show you how to get it set up on your car. So Marlon Sales actually said to me, right, do you know what, I'm going to Dublin, I'm going to use that Kona and it's completely frosted over at the moment. So let's unfrost it using the BlueLink app. Before he decided to leave anyway, he said he would just charge up the battery a bit, just to make sure there was enough to cover the journey in the battery. And because he doesn't drive this car every day, he paired up this car to the BlueLink app on his phone. Once he was in the app, then he just went over and touched on this little more icon over here, and that brings you into another section of the climate control settings. So when you're looking at the climate control settings, there's one little tab called defrost and warmer, so he selected that, and then when he went into it, he checked the boxes for defrosting the windscreen, the side mirrors, and also then the rear window as well. He then came back out of that tab, and then literally it's very straightforward. He just went on to start climate control, and he sees a command coming up on the phone to tell him that it's in process and it's now activated and sent to the car. So we just walked outside to observe what's going on. So a couple of things. If you look at the H badge, you'll see over here there is a little light in here. So that means just the 12 volt battery is being charged by the high voltage battery to save it basically. But more crucially, the little orange surround around the charger, basically that's telling us that the car is currently preheating. So after about maybe a minute to a minute and a half, something like that, you can start to see some of the windscreen start to defrost. We decided to go back into the app and up the temperature to max around 29 degrees or so, and that kind of accelerated how long it took to clear off. So I reckon maybe a minute and a half, maximum 2 minutes, and most of the job was actually done at that stage. Now, even if you normally heat up a car, you know, still the inside's pretty cold when you get into it. So I just said, okay, do you know what, let's get into the car and just see just how warm the cabin is on the inside. And actually, it's warm. It's really, really warm in here. So you can see wing mirrors are completely defrosted. The rear window is also defrosted. And the great thing about this is the car's on charge, right? But the battery's even heated, which means the battery's going to perform better when you get going. Remember the way we actually up the temperature during the cycle? Well, what happens is that's become a target temperature for the cabin. So you get this message as well from BlueLink to say, you know, your target temperature will be achieved in 5 minutes or whatever it is. Anyway, hopefully that video is useful, and thanks for watching as always.